Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again, and it's time to go Hoard up, baby. Are you guys ready? I know I sure am. I believe Cold Pursuit, the new Liam Neeson movie, hits 4K and Blu-ray today, along with Fighting with My Family, the new movie about Paige but starring The Rock, or some of the stuff that comes out today. I believe there's other movies, catalog titles being released too, like Field of Dreams on 4K and some other stuff. But let's go on out today and see what kind of cool deals we can come across. And also, stay tuned to the end of this video. I'll have some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. But before I head on out, I want to show you some new acquisitions I have for my autograph collection right here. Recently, I got to meet, Nick Swartzen, and he signed my Bucky Larson Born to Be a Star Blu-ray right here, along with my Deuce Bigalow, male gigolo, Rob Schneider. I got to meet him a few days ago, and he signed my DVD right here. And the other one I was going to show you was my Wreck-It Ralph. I got it signed right here. You can barely kind of see it because I probably should have used a different pen. But I met Sarah Silverman, and she signed my Blu-ray right here. So those are just some of my new acquisitions, along with my Jamie Kennedy autograph right here on my Scream set. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to show you some of those new acquisitions I got for my collection right there. But let's head on out and see what kind of fun stuff we can find today. Well guys, at my first destination of the day, the Beast, baby. Let's head on in and see if they have anything cool this week. And also, stay tuned to the end of this video. Right before I left my house today, I got a knock at the door, and I got like a big old package, so I'm gonna open that when I get home. Well guys, in Best Buy right now at the new release rack right here, and some of the new ones that came out today, there's a handful of catalog titles today, and some of which are getting steelbook releases. But Fighting with My Family is one of the ones that came out today. I talked about this one in my last Hoarding Up video in the review portion. And they also, like I said, came out with an exclusive edition steelbook packaging of Field of Dreams for their 4K 30th anniversary. I always remembered really liking this movie. I always, love any movie with James Earl Jones in it, like The Sandlot and stuff like that. And of course, Roots. But this one was one of the ones that came out today, along with Cold Pursuit on Blu-ray 4K and stuff like that. I had a chance to watch this one a couple days ago, and I'll talk about it in the review portion of this video right here. It's a kind of generic, Liam Neeson flick, but you'll see. I'll talk about it later. And of course, Happy Death Day to You, which I never really cared about the first one, so I don't even know if I need to get up on this one. You know what I mean? I may give it a chance, down the road. And some of the other, catalog ones that came out today is the exclusive, I believe, exclusive steelbook to King Kong. Of course, this is the what's his name's movie, Peter Jackson's flick that came out. I don't know if this one's an exclusive, but it says that this is a steelbook right here, along with the 4K edition of Godzilla. Now, this is the Godzilla film I always liked, because this is the one I grew up with, the first Godzilla film I ever saw in theaters, and I always thought this one was pretty damn fun. I know it's not the greatest Godzilla movie, but this one holds a special place in my heart, you know what I mean? And it's like a Blu-ray 4K exclusive. That's kind of sweet right there, and I don't know, man. I like this movie. Let me know down below. Do you guys hate it? Do you like it? But back to the topic of Happy Death Day. You ever, watch a movie, like a first one in the series, and you're just like, I'm not really into it. So you're not really down to watch the sequels. That's kind of how I am with this Happy Death Day to You thing. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know if I want to sit through all that girl having the same crazy day again, But now I'm over here in the section itself, seeing the other stuff that came out today. Of course, they have the Cold Pursuit over here, along with Triple Threat. This is a new one put out by Wilde USA, starring, all these different martial artists from the last, couple decades here, like Michael Jai White, Tony Jaa, stuff like that, and that one guy from the Raid films in here. I'll be talking about this one at the end of this video too, so stay tuned for that. But that one is one of the ones that was released today, and like I said, Field of Dreams is getting its regular 4K release. Of course, it's Best Buy exclusive steelbooks up front, but I always remember and like this artwork a little bit more, to be honest. But if you've never seen that movie, I highly recommend you see it, because if you build it, they will come. And guys, it looks like Best Buy has a display up here for Godzilla King of the Monsters to get $8 off to see the film in theaters. But you know, they have these older catalog titles in here. If you buy them with like new slip covers and things, you can get a ticket to get $8 off and things. I have a lot of these titles, or you know, already in my collection, you know, in the different versions and things. But just want to let you guys all know, if you want to get $8 off or $5 off the movie ticket for the new Godzilla film, check out your local Best Buy for these titles. Haha! At a Best Buy right now. Got a couple of things in there today. Well guys, at the next location of the day, the local Target. Let's head on in there, see if they have any exclusives going on today for any of these catalog titles. It may just be Best Buy, but hey, you never know. Alright guys, over here by the Target movie section. Why do we need to have oil overlay next to our Blu-rays? Who knows? But let's take a look and see what they have this week. Of course, handful of copies of Cold Pursuit, which is just sort of kind of like a generic, you know, Liam Neeson action flick. But of course, Happy Death Day to You, Never Grow Old, Emile Hirsch and John Cusack. That could be kind of amusing. But I'm not really super into westerns, but I do like the cast right here. But that's all I'm really sort of seeing. But yeah, it doesn't look like Target has a whole lot of stuff when it comes to pretty much anything this week, like all the older titles or anything like that. They do have, looks like, more new toys back here, you know, part of like their NECA line, or just like their toy figure area that they have back here, like an Alien versus Predator doll. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna start getting into collecting toys, I don't think, anytime soon, because I just don't have the room for stuff. But dude, check this out, man. Like from, you know, they're called Terminator 2. That's pretty sick. I always would love like a life-size, you know, thing like this. That would be so sick, man. But yeah, that's all I'm really seeing back here. There was supposed to be like a game, like some sort of like board game kind of thing that was released, like Blockbuster related, but I don't see it back here. So I'm just gonna check the board game section to see if they have it over here. Let's see. It looks like they do have one. How cool is that, man? This is like a party game. I don't really play a lot of like games, board games, party games or anything, but this is a Blockbuster video, bring home the entertainment, you know, sort of like party board game kind of thing, and a VHS box set. I think I'm definitely gonna have to get up on this one today, guys. This is something kind of too cool to pass up, and it looks like my Target only has one, and who knows how long I'll be carrying this thing for. Well, at the next stop of the day, Barnes & Noble. I don't think there's a sale going on yet or anything, but I'm gonna go in there and check just in case. Well guys, I'm inside, you know, Barnes & Noble right now, and they do have the two things I'm looking for, but I'm definitely gonna have to wait for the Criterion sale, because I ain't trying to spend $50 on you know, two Jackie Chan flicks that I already have on DVD and Blu-ray already. I definitely want to upgrade to get this one, the Police Story movies, the first two of them, on Blu-ray through Criterion. But I'm definitely gonna have to wait for their their sale to happen, their 50% off sale, to get up on that set. And the other film that, you know, I've been wanting to get up on and everything, but I'm gonna wait for their sale, you know, their upcoming sale, is this one right here. I Want to Hold Your Hand. This is Robert Zemeckis and stuff, and I believe Spielberg is one of the producers on this film. You know, those are the two films I'm definitely going to get up on whenever the next Criterion sale happens. I know they're like a little bit cheaper on Amazon and stuff, but I kind of want to just wait for the sale to get them inside stores, and because it'll be a lot cheaper than that the sale is on Amazon right now. But I just want to come by and check to see, you know, if the sale's starting anytime soon. But there's no one here. No one works in the movie section. Is that a Barnes & Noble right there? Didn't look like any of the employees knew when the next Criterion sale is gonna happen. It's okay. We'll figure it out sooner or later. But let's head on home now to show you guys what I hoarded up on today, and to unbox that package I got in the mail right before I left the house. Alright guys, I'm back home now from hoarding up. Like I said, I had a box of something in the mail before I left the house today, which I'm gonna unbox for you guys in a moment. Also got some goodies out in the wild today, which I'll show you guys in a second too. But I think let's do this one first. Let's find out what came in the mail today. This one says it's coming from Universal Publicity. So this is, you know, from Universal Studios, you know, one of the companies I work with to, you know, promote stuff for, you know, physical media wise. So let's see what came today. Let's see, what could it be? It looks like just one Blu-ray. and of course paperwork. Yeah, that's it, just one Blu-ray, and that is of How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World. This is the third and final, I believe, installment of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. I really do like the animation style, you know, of these flicks. I saw this one in theaters and stuff, and I really enjoyed it and things. It pretty much takes place a year after the second film, and you know, there's like another bad guy in town trying to, you know, take, you know, because there's dragons and, you know, humans, you know, coinciding together now, and there's certain people out there that don't like that. And yeah, but this is the new 4K edition of the film right here. Yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna be checking this one out soon. I believe this one comes out on let me see what the paper says here. It comes out on digital April 30th and on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K May 21st. So if you guys want to pick this one up, it will be out, you know, pretty soon everywhere else. But guys, let's get on to the stuff I picked up out in the wild today. I picked up 3 things, and the first things I picked up were at Best Buy, and of course I just had to get it. I just had to the 4K Best Buy exclusive steelbook of Godzilla here. I had to do it. I know it's not one of the better Godzilla movies of, you know, the whole, you know, Godzilla universe, but this is the one I first ever watched that got me into the Godzilla franchise. I'm still not the biggest Godzilla nut or anything, but I'm so down to see, you know, the King of the Monsters and stuff, the new one. But yeah, I just had to get this new, you know, 4K steelbook for my collection here. Looks cool. Can't wait to, you know, pop this bad boy in and rewatch, because I haven't rewatched this film in a good amount of years, to be honest. And the other thing I picked up over at Best Buy, you guys all know, especially when these events come out on Blu-ray, I usually pick them up. And that is it's called WrestleMania 2019 here on Blu-ray. But like I said earlier in this video, it looks like the Hall of Fame ceremony is only a bonus digital copy. Like I have to like download it and watch it, you know, digitally. And you know me, I haven't stepped up in that game yet. So like I don't really mess with that digital code shit that often. Sometimes I give them to like my close friends or family members and stuff. But yeah, man, I just had to get up on this one. I don't know that many of the wrestlers that are on here. Like I know Ronda Rousey. I see Roman Reigns, and of course what's his name? Fucking, what is his name again? The Legend Killer, or whatever you want to call him. I don't know. But I'll definitely be watching this. I always love watching that kind of shit. And of course, the last thing I picked up was over at Target. I just had to get it. Am I ever going to play this? I have no idea. But this looks cool to put on the shelf too. It was $19.99, and that is the Blockbuster video party game. I don't know, I just had to, man. I used to work at Blockbuster Video, and when I saw this was like nostalgic as shit, you know. And plus, I grew up in that era of Hollywood Video, Blockbuster, and all the family-run, you know, video stores out there. So I just had to get up on this thing. This was in the board game section. I could have sworn people were telling me that this thing was being sold in you know, the section by the movies where they have all that, you know, nostalgia shit like the toys and stuff. But I guess it's just in the you know, the board game section and stuff. But I just had to get up on this. And if I ever do play it, you know, with like my mom or my family, I'll try to maybe make a video out of it or something if it's at all possible. But I just had to get it. Nostalgic, looks cool shit. But yeah, that's what I picked up today. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you guys picked up. But right now, let's head on over to the other side of my room for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Alright guys, now on to the DVD and Blu-ray reviews right here. I got a handful of things to talk to you guys about today, so let's get started with it. The first up I got right here is seasons 1 and 2 of a Netflix original show. And when I found out that this show was coming to DVD, I just had to, you know, get my hands on one. And that is a show called The Toys That Made Us. This is a show, of course, that, you know, is on Netflix right now, and each episode covers, there's an episode that covers Barbies, He-Man, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Star Trek, Transformers, and, like, it goes in the facts of, like, how these toys were made, and talking to the toy makers themselves, and talking about, like, the history, you know, of said toys. It was just a really fun great show, because like a lot of these toys I grew up with myself. Not exactly G.I. Joe, but like, you know, Transformers and, you know, the Star Wars toys and stuff like that. And it's just really cool in them showing us and talking to us about, you know, how these toys came about, and talking to the actual people that made the figures themselves, and, you know, it's talking about how much money, is made in making some of these toys, and how much sometimes these companies lost, making these toys. It's just a really fun, great series. And I heard that they may be making a season 3, if I'm not mistaken. But if you're really nostalgic on like old school toys and action figures and dolls and things, this is a show that's gonna be right up your alley. Definitely check it out on Netflix, or if you guys see it out there, in the stores soon, definitely get your hands on this, man. Very super nostalgic. It's put out in this like a really thin, like paper kind of case with the 2 discs in there. But like I really enjoyed this, man. I still have to watch the Lego one and the Hello Kitty one. I don't know if I really want to watch Hello Kitty, but I'm enjoying the way this whole thing is going so far. So I'm definitely gonna keep continuing on with that one. So definitely check out the Toys That Made Us on Netflix, man. Definitely a fun show. And next up over here from Lionsgate Home Entertainment, they sent on over the 4K Blu-ray digital copy edition of Liam Neeson in Cold Pursuit here. Of course, this one right here is another one. Is about Liam Neeson's character, who's like Mr. Plow, in his town, because where he lives it's always snowing all the time, and he's like plowing the road, of where he lives for a job. And one day, his son gets sort of taken and like killed and things like that, and he finds out that his son died, and the people that are giving the autopsy are saying that he died of a drug overdose, but he knows his son has never been into drugs. And it's just pretty much him trying to find out who did this shit to his son. It's kind of just like I said, a Taken, a movie, or one of those kind of revenge flicks, but it was done just a little bit differently. I enjoyed it for what it was, but it's definitely not one of those ones I'm gonna see myself revisiting over and over again. It had really decent performances in here by Liam Neeson and the cast, but it was just an okay kind of movie. You know what I mean? Just one of those ones that when you see Liam Neeson's name, you know what you're gonna get. At least nowadays, I really liked him in what's it called? Les Miserables and stuff. That was a really good one. Next up over here from Lionsgate also is another one in the Tyler Perry franchise, and that is Madea's Family Funeral here on Blu-ray. I like these movies. They're really over the top and ridiculous, but when you get home from a long day of work, and you have something like this to sit and just relax to, I dig it, man. Like I laugh out loud at some of the stuff. I know the situations that they get into are stupid and bogus, but there's like the bickering in between, like Aunt Bam and Madea, and just like the whole family dynamic and them just like yelling at one another back and forth. I know to some people it's annoying, but like to me, this the little one-liners they give to one another just makes me giggle throughout these kind of movies. But in this one, a family member of Madea passes away, and they all, the whole family congregates and stuff. But yet there's all this different family drama, like someone's cheating on somebody, and all this other kind of stuff is going on while Madea is in the house, trying to help out with the people for this funeral. I really enjoyed this movie. Diary of a Mad Black Woman and those Why Did I Get Married movies are some of my favorite Tyler Perry ones that have come out. But they definitely start these movies are definitely starting to feel cheaper and cheaper, as they keep being made. But I still enjoy them for what they are. They're not high art or best picture winner movies or anything, but I still kind of enjoy these ones. I can't lie. But next up over here is from Lionsgate also. I keep trying to like move my mouse so my computer screen can still light up my face. The next one over here is from Lionsgate 2, and it stars Olivia Wilde, and it's called A Vigilante. In this film, Olivia Wilde plays this woman who is in this relationship with this guy, and she's kind of getting beaten up on and like talking down to and all this kind of stuff, and this is pretty much her trying to figure out how to get out of this relationship that she's in, and she does so, and then goes on this like spree of like helping other women that are in the situation that she was in. and like, you know, taking out their husbands and getting the abusive husbands out of their lives by, like, you know, being like a, you know, tough badass woman. But it's not like an average revenge flick that you would think. It's more of like a character driven piece, you know, like showing like how much you know, she's went through with her husband and how much it affected her, and then just like, you know, like how broken she really is, you know, in her life right now. It was a really well acted you know, piece right here by Olivia Wilde. But it's definitely not like a ass-kicking punch, you know, every minute kind of movie or anything. But it was actually a decent watch. It's one of those ones you would want to rent first before you buy it. But that's just my opinion. But you do get a making of special featurette on here. It is a decent watch, but I don't know if I see myself needing to ever need to. I don't think I would ever need to watch that one again, if you know what I mean. But next up over here is from Wilde, USA. And I was kind of excited to see this one because I'm a big martial art movie guy. And when I saw all these guys assembled all in one big movie, like you get Tony Jaa, Tiger Chan, Scott Adkins, Michael Jai White, and it's a movie called Triple Threat that just got released today. And it's pretty much about these guys at the beginning of this movie who are like supposedly war missionaries going in to, like, you know, save this one guy from, you know, these terrorists and stuff. And something happens, all hell breaks loose, and two of the missionary guys, you have to, it's kind of hard to explain, but there's two guys that were in there trying to help these guys get this terrorist out. But they come to find out this terrorist that they were getting out is really a bad guy that's going to, you know, mess up the world even more. And the story is kind of all over the place, and it's not the best put together story. But you pretty much watch this movie to see all these cool action stars together, you know, going head to head with one another, and, you know, and like some cool fight scenes. But like you do get some cool fight scenes in here, but there's more gunplay action in here than there is actual, you know, scenes and stuff in here. But what's that one guy's name? I keep forgetting him, but the guy that was in the Raid movies is one of the main stars in here. But if you guys like the actors in here, you'll definitely get a kick out of it. It's not like the worst action flick out there. It's definitely worth a watch. But for super diehard martial art fans, and you watch this, you're like, they could have done a lot. They could have done a lot more, you know, with the actors that they had here, man. You know, I was just kind of like, God damn it, you guys could have had some kick-ass, amazing action sequences and stuff in here. But these next two up right here are two documentary films. If these sound interesting to you, definitely look them up. There's trailers to them on YouTube right now. I think you can find them on Amazon. And the first one up, these are both Holocaust documentaries. One of them is called Surviving Burkenau, the Dr. Susan Spatz story. And this is a lady that who's a Holocaust survivor who, you know, in this documentary talks about her experience and how it was being ripped away from her family and, you know, thrown, you know, into a concentration camp, and is like recalling and talking to us about all sorts of stuff that she's witnessed when she was in, you know, in Burkenau and in the concentration camps, and how she wasn't really in the trenches, but she was like you know, one of the Jews that was actually helping out the Germans, like, you know, in the offices and stuff like that. And it was really a really interesting documentary. Like, I watched both these two documentaries I'm gonna show you right now, like back to back, and I was just like really, you know, really into these ones, because my grandfather, you know, almost got, you know, taken, you know, by the Nazis back in the day, but yet, you know, his father got him out of Poland, you know, before he was, you know, pulled into the concentration camps and stuff. But I don't think my grandfather's father, you know, made it. I believe, you know, he was put into the camps and stuff. But if this sounds interesting to you, definitely check it out if you want to know more about your history on the Holocaust and stuff. But the other one is called To Auschwitz and Back, the Joe Engel story. And this guy, you know, pretty much tells you the story of what he witnessed, you know, being in Auschwitz, and, you know, the stuff that, you know, he had to do to try to stay alive, and how he escaped you know, how he escaped the Nazis and stuff to get away, and how he survived today now to tell you his story. These are just two really well done, put together pieces. You know, talking to their family members and friends, and like a sit down interview with these people, talking about their lives now and how, you know, they're alive now to tell you their story. I just really enjoyed these. There's some really harsh images in here, like, you know, from that time period of, like, you know, I don't want to get into it, but let's just say I was trying to eat something and I was just like, oh yeah, this is not the time to eat anything right now as I'm watching this, you know, kind of movies. But if you want to know more about the Holocaust, definitely check out these documentaries. Really, really well done and really nicely put together ones. And the last two over here I got from Mill Creek Home Entertainment. I haven't opened these ones, but I already have these ones on Blu-ray, and these are essentially the same, you know, like transfers and stuff like that. But Mill Creek put these ones out on Blu-ray, and that is Anaconda, of course, you know, starring Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, John Voight and stuff. The awesome Snake film from the late 90s. I've always loved this one. And the other one they put out is another Ice Cube flicks, you know, also directed by John Carpenter, and that is Ghost of Mars. Here on Blu-ray, so they're super affordable now. If you guys see them out there, you guys want to get these ones, Mill Creek have them out there for you right now. I believe they're like $7.99 or less in stores and things like that. But if you're down, just want to let you guys all know that Mill Creek has these out now to buy on Blu-ray. But thank you guys so much for coming by and supporting my videos. Give this one a thumbs up and drop a comment down below letting me know what you guys picked up this week, if you guys picked up anything at all. And I'll see you guys all on the next one.